All right, hello guys, what is up? Welcome back. My name is Mitchell, and today is a very exciting day in the film industry. It is currently bright and early at 8:16 in the morning, 8:17 now. My bad. And today is the day that every film fan waits for every single year, where the Oscar nominations for 2026 are announced live this morning. Now, I love the Oscars. I love following awards conversations. I am not one of those people, though, that is really in the know about nominations or what's going to be kind of in the running. I know there's like entire channels and people and awards pundits dedicated to really analyzing that all year round and predicting stuff well ahead of me, but I thought this would be fun to kind of just run through what I think will win and should win in each category and to react to some of the nominations, because Oscars trajectories in the past kind of yield some interesting results in some categories. Going in, I don't even have any explicit like expectations or predictions. I just hope that Amanda Seyfried gets in Best Actress. Who knows what's going to happen with that though, because Searchlight has been really weird with the handling of Testament of Anne Lee this year. And other than that, I think that this is one of those years that I really think there's a lot of movies out there that it's just kind of you expect them to be in categories, so it'll be interesting to see how much overlap there is on what I expect versus what I don't expect. But yeah, if you're new around here and you like this content and you want to see more movie reviews, reactions, film analysis essays, be sure to click the subscribe button down below, like the video, and turn on push notifications. It really helps me out. This year, I believe it is Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman doing the announcements for nominations, which is kind of dope because I love them both. But yeah, let's just see what this crazy day does. All right, so we're almost there. It is currently 8:25. I made a little quick wardrobe change, got the Oscars jacket and the Oscars hat. You gotta stay with the spirit of the season after all.
Live from the Samuel Goldwyn Theater in Beverly Hills, please welcome the president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, Lynette Howell Taylor.
For performance by an actress in a supporting role. Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value.
Yes.
Inga Eve's daughter, Leos,
Yes,
in
dude.
Sentimental
Double sentimental
Value.
value. Let's go.
Amy Madigan in Weapons.
That's huge too.
Wunmi Masaku in Sinners.
Okay.
And
I like
Tiana
that.
Taylor
And then Tiana
in
Taylor.
Runback.
Yeah. I honestly like those picks. I love the two sentimental values. I think they both, Elle Fanning and Inga, did incredible work in that film. Amy Madigan in Weapons, people were saying she was going to get in potentially. I didn't really believe that the horror movie could have the push to really get her in this category, so that is awesome to see. And then even the Sinners mention is awesome. I loved her performance in Sinners, of course. I think that was a really big standout, so that's awesome. And then Tiana Taylor. What I think will win, I would like to see, it's probably going to be Amy Madigan or Tiana Taylor. What I would like to see should win, I would say either the sentimental values or Amy Madigan or even Tiana. I mean, there's not a bad pick in this movie, but I'd say Amy Madigan for me is the one that really pushes it across the finish line.
The nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling are
Makeup and hairstyling. Okay.
Frankenstein,
Of course. That's a no-brainer.
Kokuo,
What?
Sinners,
Okay. I've never heard of
The
that second
Smashing
movie.
Machine,
Okay.
and The Ugly Stepsister.
Ugly Stepsister. Oh, okay. Frankenstein's a no-brainer, of course. I've never heard of that second movie, Kyoku. I think that's how they said it. I have never heard of that one. That's surprising. And then Ugly Stepsister in here is something I was not expecting either. That's a little bit of a left curve. I know that was like a horror movie or something. I don't know if it was well received. I didn't see it, but I know a few people that did, and they said it was mediocre at best. Maybe it has good hairstyling though. Maybe it has good makeup. I don't know. What I think will win, Frankenstein should win. Frankenstein. That is doing makeup and hairstyling on a completely different level from any other movie out there this year alone.
Coming up right now, the nominees for Achievement in Music Original Score.
Music original score. Okay.
Begonia.
Sinners. Begonia.
Frankenstein. Hamnet.
Okay, that's a little
One
bullshit.
Battle After Another.
Okay. Sinners.
And Sinners.
Yeah. The Hamnet one's crazy because I don't think Hamnet has that great of music. I think it over relies on another piece entirely on The Nature of Daylight or By the Nature of Daylight by Max Richter to really sell that emotional impact. The score itself, not really the most memorable part of that movie. I think everything else makes sense here. What I think will win, It's between One Battle and Sinners. What I think should win, I think Sinners. I think what Ludwig did with that score this year alone is something unlike we've ever seen before. It's the only movie this past year to really use music in a prevalent and visceral way as a storytelling method, and you really feel that with that music score. Again, wouldn't be upset if Johnny Greenwood takes it for One Battle. Love that score as well, but Sinners is just like another plane entirely where that music really tells the story itself.
And now, here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film.
Live action short film. Okay.
Butcher's
Probably
Stain.
have not seen any of these.
A Friend of Dorothy. Jane Austen's period drama. The Singers.
Singers.
And Two People Exchanging Saliva.
That's an interesting name. I have not seen any of these. Could not tell you what they're about, what they are. Few of them have intrigued me though. I know Singers was bought by Netflix. I will be watching that at some point. We'll probably check out the rest of these as well. Right now I'm going Singers for both will win and should win. Couldn't even tell you why. Just an intrinsic gut feeling on my behalf.
For Best Animated Short Film, the
Best animated
nominees
short film.
are
Snow Bear. Please.
Butterfly,
Okay.
Forever Green,
Yes! Yes!
The Girl Who Cried Pearls,
Okay.
Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters.
No way. No way. That category is... Where's Snow Bear? Where's Eru? Okay, Retirement Plan is good. Forever Green is really good. I am shocked that Aaron Blaze and Snow Bear and Cartoon Saloon's Eru do not get nominated. That is whack. That is an insane choice. I would go will win, Forever Green, should win, Forever Green. That is whack that they did not nominate both of those as well. I would have thought for sure that that would be a lock, but that's insane.
There are two award categories honoring writing. The first for adapted screenplay. The nominees are Begonia, screenplay by Will Tracy.
Makes sense.
Frankenstein, written for the screen by Guillermo del Toro. Hamnet, screenplay by Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell. One Battle After Another, written by Paul Thomas Anderson. And Train Dreams, screenplay by Clint Bentley
Yep.
and...
Again, a lot of these categories are just me nodding in agreement because the picks aren't that out of the box. I don't know what to say. I think One Battle After Another should win and will win. Again, not going to be upset if any of these other ones break in, win something like that, but...
And for original screenplay, the nominees are Blue Moon, written by Robert Kaplow. It Was Just an Accident, written by Jafar Panahi. Script collaborators Nader Saivar, Shad Meher Rothstein, Mehdi Mahmoodian.
Marty Supreme, written by Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie. Sentimental Value, written by Eskil Fucht, Joachim Trier. And Sinners, written by Ryan Coogler.
Yeah. Cinema Value or Sinners, I think those should win as well. I think they're both screenplays, especially Cinema Value is one that really has connected with me this past year alone, and really just made an impact. It is unlike anything you can confidently say you've seen before, like Sinners, and I think they both just really have that extra energy needed to carry it across the finish line.
Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another.
That's awesome.
Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo
Yes.
in Sinners.
That's a great pick.
Sean Penn, One Battle After Another.
Yep.
And Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value.
Yeah. This is a category that's pretty easy to predict. I think that Delroy Lindo is an awesome pick. I did not really expect that, but I think that's a great mention because he was awesome in that movie. Ooh, man. I like all these people. I like all these performances. Benicio del Toro and Stellan Skarsgård for me will win, probably should win. I would see anyone else on this list though easily taking it. I think they should as well.
And
Go
now
back.
here are the nominees for the first new Oscar category in 25
Oh yeah,
years.
this is new. I forgot about this.
Achievement in casting. Hamnet,
Okay.
Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. The Secret Agent.
Okay.
And Sinners.
Awesome. I think for this one, easily Sinners will win and should win. That has the greatest ensemble of the year alone. Every single character in that movie plays an integral part to telling the story. No one feels out of place, and everyone has their moment to shine across the board. I think the other movies on this list have great standouts, but the cohesive cast overall is not on the same level as Sinners. I think that is easily the front runner in this category, probably deserves the award as well.
Next, the nominees for achievement in costume design.
Okay.
Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Huge.
Frankenstein.
Oh.
Hamnet.
Where does Hamnet keep coming
Marty
from, man?
Supreme.
Okay.
And Sinners.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where Hamnet keeps coming from. If you did not know, I do not like Hamnet. I think it's a very manipulative, melodramatic film that should not be in awards conversations. Specifically, it's good. It's not that good, but we can get into that in a different video. Probably Frankenstein or Sinners. I hate saying Sinners for everything because it sounds so basic, but it just does so many things right, man. Behind the scenes, I think it's awesome across the board. Frankenstein, also insane in the costuming department, just across the board.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Song. Dear Me from Diane Warren, Relentless.
Never heard that.
Golden from K-Pop
Yes,
Demon Hunter.
unfortunately.
I Lied to You from Sinners.
Yes. That person was
Sweet
very
Dreams
excited
of
for
Joy
Golden.
from Viva Verdi.
Never heard
And
that one
Train
either.
Dreams from Train
Okay.
Dreams.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus for Avatar, Shut Out. Not that I'm complaining, because that song's like, Best of luck to all the rest of the nominees. You cannot compare to a song that's been played in kiddie carpools for the better part of like almost a year now. It took the world by storm. Unfortunately, I think it's going to Golden.
And now the nominees for Best Documentary Feature Film.
No,
The
no claps for
Alabama
documentaries?
Solution.
Alabama Solution. Okay.
Come See Me in the Good Light.
Yeah. Heard that one.
Cutting Through Rocks.
Never heard of that one.
Mr. Nobody Against Putin.
I think I heard of that one.
And The Perfect Neighbor.
Perfect Neighbor is huge. I love The Perfect Neighbor. Perfect Neighbor is my pick in prediction for this category. I think that's doing something with the documentary format that I've never seen before, and it really paves the way for future kind of authenticity in this genre with the body cam style footage. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome they even mentioned it here.
For Best International Feature Film, the nominees are The Secret Agent, Brazil.
Yes.
It Was Just an Accident, France. Sentimental Value, Norway.
Awesome.
Sirat, Spain.
Surat's crazy.
And The Voice of Hind
Ooh,
Rajab,
okay.
Tunisia.
That's a great pick. All great picks, honestly. 4 out of the 5 are Neon, which is crazy. They have a crazy slate this past year. Any of the combination of The Secret Agent, It Was Just an Accident, or Sentimental Value. I'm going with 3 out of the 4 Neon ones winning or taking this award and deserving this award. All incredible films. I think it's hard to even pick one. I think they both have great individual qualities that really carry them across, but we'll see what happens. You know, I think those 3 are definitely in the running for sure.
For Best Animated Feature Film,
This is the
here
easiest
are the
one to predict.
nominees.
Zootopia, K-pop Demon
Arco.
Hunters, Arco.
Elio,
Elio's crazy.
K-Pop Demon
Yeah.
Hunters. Little Amelie or the Character of
I forgot
Rain.
about that one. Yeah, that's a shoot.
And
Zootopia.
Zootopia 2.
Yeah, I'd say my will win probably K-pop Demon Hunters. Gosh dang it, man. That movie it's good, but it's not as good as people are putting energy into it as. Arco is great. Zootopia 2 is great, and I can see K-pop winning just because of the impact it made. I don't think it's right, but we'll see what happens.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design.
Production design.
Frankenstein.
Why is their laptop open in the back row?
Hamnet.
Dude.
Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. And Sinners.
Awesome. Easy category for me to say what I think should win is Frankenstein or Sinners. I think the set design is very prevalent and impactful in both of those.
Next, the nominees for achievement in film editing.
Film editing.
F1,
Okay.
Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. Sentimental Value.
Okay.
And Sinners.
Awesome. I could see them going with something as crazy as F1 because that's a very editing heavy movie. Or they could go with Marty Supreme because the editing plays a pretty integral part of that story as well.
And for achievement in sound, here are the nominees. F1,
Makes sense.
Frankenstein.
Yep. Surratt?
One Battle After Another.
Surratt gonna be on here?
Sinners. And Surratt.
Yes, dude. I was waiting for it. I'm like, there is no movie this year that used sound as impactfully as Surratt did because that was like an entirely different experience. I'm glad it's on here. It has a shot. It has a shot because I think F1 makes sense. Sinners makes sense to an extent, but I think Surratt's the one on here that really stands out to me in terms of like, okay, sound was really important to telling that story. I think it really deserves it.
For achievement in visual effects, the nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Can you imagine the shock if that
F1.
wasn't nominated? That would be crazy.
Jurassic World, Rebirth.
Okay.
The Lost Bus.
That
And
Matthew McConaughey movie.
Sinners.
Okay. Jurassic World Rebirth took me through a emotional spiral. I forgot that movie even released this past year. If this doesn't go to Avatar, what could it realistically go towards? That's why I'm kind of thinking Avatar. I'm thinking and predicting Avatar because I'm looking at this list. I'm like, okay, if something's going to lose to Avatar, it has to be something that's like insane. And none of the options on this list are like really notable or stand out in comparison. So I think this is another year. Congratulations to everyone who worked on Avatar. Easy Oscar to win for you.
Here are the nominees for achievement in cinematography.
Okay.
Frankenstein. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. Sinners. And Train Dreams.
Yeah, I think cinematography wise, I would go. My personal pick would be Train Dreams or Sinners. Wasn't the biggest fan of Train Dreams' thematic content in comparison to what it conceptualized or executed visually and artistically. But I think in terms of cinematic craft, Train Dreams is a complete visual painting unlike anything else this year alone. I think either of those two will be my personal pick. In terms of prediction, maybe it's wishful thinking. I think they both have a great shot, especially Train Dreams. I think that's definitely a standout in this category.
For a performance by an actor in a leading role, the nominees are Timothy
Wagner Moore?
Chalamet and Marty Supreme.
Boo.
Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another.
Is Wagner Moore going to get in?
Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon. Michael B. Jordan in
Please,
Sinners.
Wagner. Please, Wagner Moore.
And Wagner Mora in The
Yes,
Secret.
dude. Yes. Okay, I was waiting for it. I really wanted him to get in. I'm so glad he's here. This makes sense. All great performances. Personal pick would be either DiCaprio or Wagner Mora. I think, or even Ethan Hawke to an extent. I don't think Chalamet or Jordan are up to par exactly with them, but they're both also great in their own regards as well.
For performance by an actress in a leading role, the nominees
Is
are
Amanda Seyfried gonna get in here?
Jessie
If not, that's
Buckley
crazy.
in Hamnet.
If she doesn't get in, that's crazy.
Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. Renata Reinsve in Sentimental Value. And Emma Stone in Begonia.
That's so insane. That is so insane. Where is Amanda Seyfried? In fact, where is the Testament of Ann Lee? Because I know Academy voters might or might not watch the movies they nominate or pick to win. It's up in the air, of course. But how do you watch a movie like that and not recognize that Amanda Seyfried alone, even if you don't think the movie itself is great, is like insane in that movie. I think Rose Byrne probably will win and should win. I think Amanda Seyfried deserves to be on this list over Kate Hudson or even Emma Stone for that matter. I'm sorry to say it, but
For achievement in directing, the nominees are Chloe Zhao, Hamnet; Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme; Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another; Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value; and Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
awesome. This could be PTA's year, honestly. I think Coogler deserves it, but I think One Battle After Another is going to be the thing that people are pushing.
And for our final category, let's read them together.
I think you got it.
Best Picture.
Okay.
Please.
The 10 films nominated for Best Picture are
Another easy one to predict.
Begonia, Ed Guiney and Andrew Lowe, Yorgos Lanthimos, Emma Stone, and Lars Knudsen, producers.
F1, Chad Omen, Brad Pitt, Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Joseph Kosinski, and Jerry Bruckheimer,
F1?
producers.
F1. We're nominating F1
Frankenstein,
for Best Picture.
Guillermo del Toro, J. Miles Dale, and Scott Stuber, producers.
I understand Frankenstein.
Hamnet, Liza Marshall, Pippa Harris, Nicholas Gonda, Steven Spielberg.
Look, it
and
makes
Sam
sense in the
Mendes,
context of awards, but
producers.
I don't agree with it.
Marty Supreme, Eli Bush, Ronald Bronstein, Josh Safdie, Anthony Koutagis, and Timothy Chalamet, producers.
One Battle After Another, Adam Somner, Sarah Murphy, and Paul Thomas Anderson, producers.
The Secret Agent,
Awesome.
Emily Leclos, producer.
Sentimental Value, Maria Eckerhoft and Andrea Bertinson Otmar, producers.
Sinners, Zinzi Kugler, Sev Ohanian, and Ryan Coogler, producers.
And Train Dreams, Marissa McMahon, Teddy Schwarzman,
Yeah,
Will
why not?
Janowitz, Ashley Schlafer, and Michael Heimler, producers.
This one, I think this is One Battle After Another's year. I don't think any film has been able to kind of compare to the critical acclaim. I could see Sinners. I want Sinners to win Best Picture. I'm one of the people that, I know there's discourse surrounding Sinners where people are like, it's not that good, whatever. It's good. You just get it through your head right now. Sinners is a good movie. I think anyone who says otherwise does not know what they're talking about, but that's another discussion entirely. F1 is crazy in here. Like, that's a good movie. It's fine. It's not Best Picture worthy. Why not give that to a film that deserves it over F1 versus just putting it in here? I don't understand. I think there's great picks overall in this category, but I think One Battle After Another is probably the front runner this year. And I think it deserves it, probably. I think if there's one film we'll look back on this year alone as like that encapsulated so much of like the critical community and the FYC community, I think One Battle After Another really stands out. But that is the Oscar nominations. There's definite moments where I'm just thinking, what happened? And especially like starting off, animated short film. The fact that like Cartoon Saloon is a studio that has gotten in other years. I don't understand how they couldn't get in with their short film this year. And then Tested by Ann Lee blanking is just like a shocker because I don't know how you look at that movie as an awards voter and not like, did they just not watch it? They have to have not watched it because like, how are you not going to nominate Seyfried for Best Actress and Craft Awards? Because that is insane, and it's happened across the board in this award season as well. Like, I don't understand what happened with that. But yeah, that was my Oscars predictions. What do you think will win and should win in every category? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. As mentioned before, like, subscribe, and turn on push notifications to be notified whenever I upload new videos to this channel. And with that being said, this has been the 2026 Oscar nominations, and this is Mitchell signing off till next time. Peace out.